In this GlassTrax training video, I'll be covering how to create a new inventory category. The first thing you're going to want to do is come up to the top and click on the Inventory Control tab. Then within the Master Files section, you go to the Categories button. Click on that and the Category Maintenance screen will appear. If I'm creating a new category, I'm going to click this N button or hit Control N, and I'm going to give it a category ID of train, as in training video category. Now this item type is the next section that we need to fill out. All of our customers will be able to use one of three. I know there are 5 options there, but really everyone uses one of 3. Homogeneous standard is for your glass items or your widget items such as hardware. This is when you use when you do not care about which specific piece of glass or which specific piece of hardware you pull. So for example, if I am selling a 1/4 inch clear piece of glass, I just say go ahead and grab the next 1/4 inch clear piece of glass and cut it. Whereas a tagged standard would say go grab 1/4 inch clear piece number 1542. It has to be that specific piece before you can actually cut it and sell it. So like I said, most of our customers will be using homogeneous standard. We do have a couple that use tagged, but tagged inventory creates a lot more steps to the production side. So most of our customers stick with homogeneous. The other third category that people will use is this non-inventory category. That is obviously for items that are not inventory related, such as a rush charge or a crating charge or a delivery fee, something like that that you'd want to be able to track but not necessarily have an item that you receive or buy from a vendor. So in this case, I'm going to stick with homogeneous standard, like 99% of you will. And the next thing I come over here is to item form. So area would be any glass item, any item that I sell by the square foot. The next one would be widget, which is a piece item. So any hardware, any hinges, any doorknobs, anything that you sell by the piece would go in the widget category. Length is for obviously things that you sell by the linear inch, by the foot. This is not linear inch as in bevels and polishes. This is things like a spacer or a railing of some kind, something that you sell by the linear foot or linear inch. If you do not see length in your item forms, there is a feature to turn that on. Go ahead and give us a call if you want to turn that on, and we can help you get that going. In this case, I'm going to stick with area, and the stocked by factor automatically goes by square foot. The next thing I'm going to do is do my costed by, and I cost it by the square foot as well. My default price factor I'm going to leave at per piece. I don't sell 30 square feet of glass. I sell one piece that happens to be 30 square feet of glass. Then you can set up your sales order minimum square footage here. You can do this in a couple places in GlassTrax. This is the default right here. You can do it item specific or customer specific as well. Then if you have a sales order minimum overall thickness, you can define that. That was going to be used mainly for insulated glass and laminated glass. In this case, I'm going to say this is just single light glass, so I'm going to leave that blank. You can set up a max base and a max height, and whether or not you can rotate that, be able to fit that in the tempering furnace or in the cutting table. Then you can come up here and put a minimum base and a minimum height. And the can optimize option is defaulted to yes, but you can change that to no. For example, if it's hardware, you don't want to optimize that because you're not going to cut hardware. You can set that to no, and it will automatically be filtered out of your batch processing screen. The last thing you need to know over here is the GL accounts. GL accounts is where you set up what GL accounts are going to be hit every time you sell, return, buy, or receive inventory for this particular category. So anytime I sell this, I might want to look it up and say, all right, I'm going to put this in my sales account. Type in sales, there we go. Sales. I'm going to say my cost of goods. Let me look that one up. Cost of goods is right here. And my inventory asset I know is $12.50. And my returns, I'm going to have it hit my sales account if anything gets returned. So once you've got that, you save that, and you move back to anything that you need to fill out in here. If you want to set up capacities, also give us a call. We're happy to help you do that. But you can say, hey, I can't process any more of this train category. I can't do more than 4,500 square feet a day, or I can't do more than 1,500 pieces per day. And that way you can go ahead and set that up, and actually GlassTrax will monitor the number of square feet or number of pieces, and actually give you a warning if you're going over your threshold for the day. So that's how you create a new category. All you need to do at the end here is hit the save button, and it's been added to your categories. In the next video, you'll be able to see how to add inventory items to that category.